Good time zone, JDs and little man. Welcome to Iodine. I'm your host, Benny. Today we are doing some writing. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Hey there, Matt. Hey there, Nathan. Welcome in. How are y'all doing today? Bow, 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 bow. I'm doing alright. I'm conscious once again. It's nice, you know? It's nice. Consciousness is alright, I guess. You guys ever been conscious before? It's alright. Usually it's alright. Hey there, why? Hi, why? How are you doing? Glad to hear you're well. Is that the cost of the bike camper itself, or the alternative shipping method? It's expensive. I understand. I mean, maybe both are pretty expensive. Ah, I see. Do I dare ask how much it is? $5K? Man, that thing better have, like, automated turrets and, like, you know, like a satellite internet connection or something for $5K. A full RV for $7K? Now that sounds cheap. For a full RV. But if you can get a full RV for just $2,000 more, I mean, dang. what's your destination? Do-do-do-do-do. The Barack Obama Presidential Center in Chicago. It's not open yet, so I still have time. That would be very, very cool to go to. Are you gonna bike all the way? I would ask you how far it is, but I don't know how worried you are about 900 miles. That's quite a bike ride. But I believe you could do it. $900 miles. That's almost like... Well, I guess it's like a third of the length of the country. That's nothing to sneeze at. How long do you expect it to tank? Mm-hmm. 36 days. When is the center expected to open? Summer 2026. Sweet. Well, you got some time to consider a more affordable or at least more accessible camper. Bike Route 50. Sweet. I want to bike it because it's been all over with my RV. You've been all over with your RV. I need to do adventure. Hey, if you're willing, you know, if you're done with your RV, feel free to send it on my way. I'll give it some love. Love and tender care. I think I could be an RV guy. That would be cool. You travel to festivals to sell your books. Nice, nice. Were they like specific book festivals, or just like festivals in general, and you just set up a little book corner, book table? Someone's in love with Android 18. This is Future Trunks' world, right? Is Krillin, Android 18 is still a villain in this world? It was tiny house festivals when I was a speaker. That's very cool. I always thought it'd be neat to live in a tiny house. Maybe just for a little while. I don't really need much. I need space for my computer. There's a photo at an event captured by the local news. Can I put it on the stream? Dun, dun. Sweet. And chroma's audible. Tiny House Festival comes to Central Florida. Sweet. That was posted 293 weeks ago. That was a while ago, huh? But that sounds really cool. And I don't know how much Trey has talked about herself. How much I put in there, like, have I mentioned how much of Trey's history have I mentioned? Awesome. Tiny Living Festival, Tennessee. Speaker Yvette Stokes. From UnitedTinyHouse.com. Dun, dun. So have you, I assume that as a speaker, being a speaker at a Tiny House Festival, you've lived in a tiny house? Mm-hmm. The one in the first picture, that tiny little camper? Wow. How long did you live in it? You're still living in it. Well, I think that's pretty cool. You got an internet connection, you got something to write on. What else could you need? Off-grid diva. The OGD. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat. How long do you stay in one spot with that? I just imagine you would probably move around a lot and go wherever the road takes you. An acre of land. Nice, nice. Oh man, you're talking to Poir. Or Oolong, that's right, Oolong. Oolong, that little pig. So lazy. How long have you been on that acre? Ah, you've been there basically since the pandemic, since 2020-ish. You know why? Just like picturing it, you and your tiny house and your 1 acre plot of land, it's bringing up some images of Animal Crossing. Like, so I'm pretty sure the worlds in Animal Crossing are about an acre. I think the later ones are a little bit bigger, but alien boxing. Is that oh my god. I forgot that Oolong was a shapeshifter. He still has that stupid little face. Watch the guy build a bike camper. I don't think he can do it. I think you can. Like, if there's no time limit, you know, I mean, even if you give it a year time limit, if you want to do it by the time the Obama Center opens, just very first step, look at how much the materials cost. And if they're in your wheelhouse, if you know, all the materials are pretty inexpensive, then just go ahead and buy them. Just go and pick some up. And then another day, if you're 300's not bad. I think 300's not bad at all. And you know, someday you're feeling a little bored with whatever, you want to do something with your hands, well, pull up that YouTube video and start doing some making. And you might find that it's easier than you expected, and took less time than you expected. And yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot that can happen, you know? And I mean, if you're going to drop 300 on the materials, you can also just look at the materials themselves and just think, well, if I don't build the bike, what else could I use this material for, you know? The camper, I mean. Nathan's still not writing. Me too, man. Me too. I have a tendency to start paragraphs with the name of a character, and it annoys me, and I try not to do it, and I think a lot about trying not to do it, but it's so easy to do. I don't want to fall into this pit of like, this character does that, and then this character does that. But everything just kind of breaks down like that, you know? It'd be great to stream the adventure, but those IRL setups are expensive and confusing. Yeah, well, I mean, to get a whole setup, yeah, it could be pricey, and I don't think it depends on really how you're gonna do it, but as long as you can get streaming set up for your phone, like, and I'm sure you can do it through Twitch and TikTok, and I don't know about Instagram and stuff, but I think getting it set up through your phone shouldn't be too terribly difficult. It's pretty popular by now, and as long as you can get that set up, then, well, I mean, all you really need at that point is your phone, and maybe a charging cable connected to an extra little battery just to keep it on. But I mean, you don't even need to do that just to get some testing done, you know, to do some short streams or whatever. There's a service in between the phone and Twitch. Yeah. I mean, I use, on my computer, I use OBS, so I imagine it would be a service kind of like that. Or maybe maybe OBS does have like a mobile version that you can use. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked too much into it. $129 a month. Woof. It's not OBS, because OBS stands for Open Broadcasting Software, which means it is open source, which means it is free. So even if it had like a mobile version, it should still be free there. Yeah, I don't know. $129 a month. That's hefty. I see. Have you ever gone to like other people's IRL streams and asked them about their setup. I find that most creators are usually pretty open and willing to talk about their setups and stuff. I mean, you've probably done much more research into this than I have. But I gotta say, those are some pretty big barriers. I would not be able to afford something like that, even with the job that I have now. Let alone before when I didn't have one. Like that's too much, man. But yeah, I wonder if AT&T is capable of sending that much data. I mean, that's just my service provider, AT&T. Now, here's a logistical question, though, however. If you're going to be, like, IRL streaming the entire biking adventure, sounds awesome. Like, that would absolutely be very, very cool. But even if you do get the service, the IRL streaming service, I imagine the biking trail is not going to be in service the entire way. So how are you going to handle being away from service? Like when you lose service, yeah. Why did she do it? Asked. Why did she do it? Naomi asked. I'd like to think that doing it just the prospect of being able to help people people in need is I like to think that just the prospect of being able to help people in need is reason enough. Neo was mostly joking. Dun 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 dun. Woo. Tiny teaser, James. Game is over. Lorenzo smiles and throws the gun on the floor. So let's go to the police station. Belvita smiled back and then ran towards James and pushed him against the pillar with his body. Then he grabbed a brick and smashed it against his head, and James fell to the floor and started coughing. Dust got into his eyes and blood ran down his face. That's getting smashed in the face with a brick. Hey there, boyo. Welcome in. Oh, it's James. Game is over. Lorenzo smiles and throws gun on the floor. I don't know, all of Alice's injuries at the start of chapter 1? Hit me. Hit me with those injuries. So I'm wondering, Nathan, if instead of saying the game, you can say the game is over. You know, that's a typical thing that somebody might say. But you could also go with just game over. That's pretty common as well. But game is over. Like just saying the game is over. Game is over is kind of a weird turn of phrase. Taken from my little cousin's experience with fighting and detainment. Nose shattered, missing teeth, busted lips, cuts along the chin and cheeks, broken arm, broken jaw, deep forehead wound. Wow. Sounds like you got messed up. That was your little cousin's experience? Dang, dude. He's just gotten in a lot of fights. I see. So that all that didn't happen in one single one single event. It wasn't. Past the prospect. Idea of basically disappearing. I don't suspect many people get past the idea of disappearing society. What's happened in a day? an Oxford dictionary beside me and my laptop in front of me. How does one go about making a language? There was a time when I thought I could just make up words by smashing random letters on a keyboard and then adding vowels and punctuation marks at certain locations, and then just saying that means whatever. And I used to do that for making names too. But language is pretty complex. Like, you can't really just do that. Without a specific or a specific reason. Sure, but I don't suspect many people get past the idea of disappearing from society without a more specific reason. JF. Do you ever just write gobbledygook? Just so you can feel like you're doing something? Sometimes I just get the urge to write, the end of the world is... But sometimes I wonder about saying here is now, is coming, or is it? Just randomly, like, If it's not just a complete nonsense, or random button presses just to get my fingers moving, then that's the partial sentence that I keep going back to. You guys ever think about just how crazy it is that we're all here? All of us are conscious. That's fair. But Trey, I think it is more about having Nia said. Nia Saeed. I do think it is more about helping people than hiding from the world. Doodle 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 doo. James, these were new, he shouted, kneeling down while Bellavita threw the gun and slowly started to get up. But then James grabbed a knife from his leg and threw himself at Bellavita, but missed and fell next to him. Without strength, both of them were just there. James lying and panting, meanwhile Bellavita slowly got up. Ooh, don't be a duplicate, don't be a duplicate. Hey! Cool little teapot. Dun, 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 dun. Hey there, Crimson. Welcome in. Good to see you again. I've been alright. I have been all right. Again, I haven't really done very much writing. That's okay. That's okay, man. Take her easy. I've got until the heat death of the universe to finish. Slept in today. Sweet. High five for sleeping in. That's the greatest thing in the world. Literally no pleasure is greater on heaven or earth than getting a little more EP time in. What's your weekend looking like, Crimson? Trey, I do think it is more about helping people than hiding from the world. No. She was doing that even before I met her. That's actually how I met her. In fact, she was on a 4,000 words, man. Good job, man. Good job. Took a couple more bites. Before she started the Do I plan on including fake language in any of my books? There are aliens, intelligent aliens, that I assume would have their own language. I have not considered how I would go about portraying it. I don't think I would go into writing a whole language like, you know, J.R.R. Tolkien's Elven, or anything like that. But it's interesting, I was just, Hoyo, just a little while ago, was talking about making a language for Avian for his book. Including fake language in any of your books. And also actually kind of like, I like the idea, which was portrayed really well in The Expanse, but also kind of alluded to in like fiction like Firefly, and I'm sure all kinds of other stuff too. But like in Firefly, like how they blend Chinese and English a lot. I thought that's very interesting, but in The Expanse, like the Belter language is an amalgamation of like a bunch of different languages, but it also includes a lot of hand gestures as well. Basically, some of its roots being from American Sign Language, because when your communication is cut from a suit while you're in space, the best way to be able to communicate with somebody else is through hand gestures. So that was really really built into Belta Loda. Belter Creole is what it's called, actually. So I like those, and I just assume that going on into the future, more and more of our words are going to be combined and mixed, and well, we're actually already including a lot more hieroglyphs in our languages, a lot more symbols and imagery, and the use of emojis in the way we communicate through text. And that is like a universal language. Like that doesn't have as many boundaries between languages. You know, it's very interesting. For my WIP, I have a fake language called Azurish, but I'm only creating the words actually using dialogue, so I don't have to make the entire thing. Very interesting. Even that, I think, could be a challenge. Like, you are keeping track of the words that you're using, right? A couple more bites. Naomi patiently waited. Speaking of taking notes, 15, 14, chapter 13. Actually, this will be a little bit easier, chapter 13. Well, no, it was actually blown off by a landmine. I don't imagine it'd be much different, though. I was considering getting a new arm anyway. Uh... I need to go back and edit that. Now that I noticed it. That's scene 2 then. I've already created a fake language for future projects, so I have a spreadsheet translating English words into both languages. Very cool, Crimson. It's alright if you want to quit, Nathan, after 4,000 words. That's pretty good. Longest part ever. I know how that goes. My last chapters always end up being a lot longer than I was expecting or planned to have them. Okay. Next one is pretty low. Security. So did she say her name in this one? Okay, she is being referred to as Naomi. Naomi. So there's not too much pressure, but who knows when we'll get a high security urgent contract. Hey, have a good night. How long do your chapters usually turn out? Well, for my first book, I tried to keep all of my chapters about 5,000 words. That ended up being kind of a lot. And so in this one, they're all varying. There's some pretty short ones, and I think there are some that are longer than others. But I haven't exactly looked at the word count for the individual chapters in this. I haven't really paid attention to word count in this much at all, actually, until I finish it. Who knows when we'll get a high security. Once that happens, we could be stuck somewhere for weeks or months. Before that happens, it's the best time to start considering whether you want to stay on with the boss, start taking on some responsibilities. It's probably best to start considering whether you want to stay on with the boss. Start taking on some responsibilities. Alright. I think that's fixed. Haven't started scene 3, haven't started scene 2. Wait, I should be on scene 2 at least, shouldn't I? $5,000 is a lot, I agree. Gold per chapter, so my work in progress is only 1,500-ish. That's actually pretty good. I was looking at people, I think it was a Threads thread, writers talking about how long their chapters were, and it seems like around 3,000 words is often considered like a long chapter, like it's on the long end of an average size chapter. So the 5,000 is a little long, and I found that when I was doing my reread of the stories afterwards. I think I reduced the chapters a little bit for Devour. And this one, I mean, again, they're all just varying, but I don't think I've written a chapter that's gotten even close to 5,000 in this story. But then again, my last story had 11 to maybe 13 chapters or something. This book is going to have 27 chapters in it. So, yeah. She said she lost her arm to a landmine. No problem, Matt. Well, thank you for watching. Oh my god. I just realized I made a post missing a word. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna come back a little bit later and do some, Against the Storm. Yeah. It's been a while. It's been, almost a year since I streamed that. Well, yeah. Thanks again for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out patreon.com/BennyKill709 or buymeacoffee.com/BennyKill709. These are places where you can support me, BennyKill709, for whatever the heck it is that I do here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good time zone. Happy Friday and happy weekend. Woo!